And then there's this from John Wilner, San Jose Mercury News in the Wilner hotline. Oregon State and Washington State asked for clarity on the Pac-12 governance and financial matters a month ago. They are still waiting for, apparently, any kind of reply.
I would think that they are going to continue to wait until there is some sort of legal ramification for that. So until the lawyers make some sort of, hey, let's get this settled, they're going to continue to wait. Because I don't think there's motivation from everybody else, the other teams that are leaving, to do anything for them, which is unfortunate for those two schools who, much like, SMU, Houston, Rice, and TCU, when the Big 12 formed, the SWC fell apart, the realignment death wheel spun to them. So it is not something that is going to be easy for them to deal with, but I don't, and this is a long time ago, but I don't remember the, Big 12 schools looking back and going, hey, we want to make sure that you guys are dealt with expediently. It was kind of like, well, we don't have to worry about you anymore.
Well, I mean, it's just very on brand. Mm-hmm. And, Labor Day was, this week, so everything's delayed. Those holidays really get the Pac-12 and push things back. Yeah. So that's just natural. And like I said, not surprising, very on brand for them to not have that ready to go. But yeah, I continue to feel for Oregon State and Washington State. I hope that they can get the answers they need quickly. I know that this has got to be a real pain being in limbo like they have been the last few weeks. And that's just sort of like now just kind of gone on, and people are kind of on to football now, right? I mean, the ACC thing was like a big deal for like a hot minute, and then it just kind of happened, and now we've all moved on, right? We're just like, it's on to football. And there's something that's unresolved, and that is these two teams. These two teams don't know where they're playing next year yet. They don't know the financial. They don't know a lot of things right now, and they're also having to go and play football and act as though it's business as usual. Fortunately, especially for Oregon State, you got a pretty good football team, and we'll see for both of them along the way in a very fun league. But yeah, I feel for them, and hopefully they get some answers soon. But you're asking the same conference who was the king of delays and, had as much time as possible to get something done and even needed more time and still couldn't get it done. So I don't think that they're going to be, expedient in getting that information on over.
So there we are with that. And, again, that's still there, and who knows the lingering of what happens with those two who are both pretty good football teams and have a chance again to win this week, although Washington State-Wisconsin is a pretty juicy game. No doubt about it. By the way, on Saturday at 9 o'clock, we'll be on here, 365 Sports with the Baylor-Utah pregame, 9 o'clock pregame on Saturday. It will be on the local CBS affiliate on KWTX.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really need to probably add on to that, but what the hell is going on over there? Like, what is Kliavkoff doing? Like, what has been the operations of that thing for the last year plus? I don't understand it.
Well, now that he's not working on a media deal, what is he doing? Oregon State and Washington State are the only two schools he has to regularly deal with. They're the only schools that he's working for now, technically.
There was part of me that wondered why he was at the college football playoff meetings as a commissioner of the conference.
I don't know that technically involved.
Technically involved, but and now that the media deal is off the table, which is, we don't even really know how much that they were working on that, considering they had many offers to it. So outside of that, shouldn't he be able to answer those questions or get to everybody? Or is everybody just, George calls and you're like, well, I don't have to answer that now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some legal thing that's part of it, It's not always as probably black and white as it seems. So, maybe there's some reason as to why. I give the benefit of the doubt more often than not. But, yeah, I mean, it's very on brand, like I said, and that's probably the best way to sum it up. But it just sucks for those schools. The whole situation sucks for them, and it's just going to kind of continue that way until there's some answers. But, while it appears that maybe some conference answers will be coming soon, can't bank on the Pac-12 getting anything done right when you want them to. So hopefully that doesn't linger too much longer.
All right, so here we go. A little bit later